This week's Michigan Lottery Excellence in Education winner is Kevin Barkholz from Jackson Public Schools. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
We have a video from your nominator. Let's take a look.
Uh-oh.
Hello, my name is Addison Richmond, and I nominated Mr. Barkholz for many reasons. Not only did he teach me transformative, emotional, and powerful writing, but taught me equally as transformative life lessons that have helped me to succeed in all of my journeys beyond high school since. He taught me the importance of failure and how it means you're learning and growing, and that the best things can come from adversity. And without the life lessons he taught me, I don't think I would be standing on my own 2 feet today. So he deserves this award 1,000 times over. Thank you for everything, Mr. Barkholz.
Dang you, Addison.
What is going through your mind as you were watching that?
I don't know, you don't realize the work that you do until it comes back at you.
Yeah.
And especially when you're in the thick of things on a daily, with whatever job that you have, you sometimes forget to take a step back and realize some of the work that you do pays dividends.
And the impact that you have.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all like to think we have an impact, and I think we all do. But when you work with young adults, it can be elusive at times. That's probably the best word for it. But when kids come back and send me an email or do a shout out like that, it does make getting out of bed a little easier the next day.
Tell me about the adults in your life and how they helped you as you were younger and influenced you to become a teacher.
We get so much help from our families. I had 2 parents that worked their brains out to give myself and my brothers opportunities, coaches. A couple of really good teachers. One teacher, I had AP Bio teacher that was very humble and made things personable. And I liked the system of school, and a lot of adults just encouraged me to keep learning.
Yeah. For today's students, how does the digital world affect them, and what can teachers do to help them navigate this online landscape?
It's a mystery. Wrapped in an enigma, wrapped in cellophane. So it is very weird. They are managing 2 worlds. And it's our job as adults to make sure that we're knocking on the door and and looking under the hood to make sure that they're thinking for themselves and making sure that they're voicing their opinions as often as they can. But it takes consistency of us adults to make sure that they're okay.
Now, I know as a teacher, you have lessons every single day, but extracurricular activities are also important. Talk about that. I know you brought a wrestling t-shirt, for instance.
Yeah, I mean, extracurriculars, tennis, golf, basketball, but our wrestling programs had a lot of success. It's our numbers are up, and a lot of the kids that wrestle in the wintertime stay in shape, dedicate their minds and their bodies to an objective. And so the extracurriculars add that aesthetic experience. And that's when we learn the best, is when we're aesthetically involved. It's like going to the theater versus watching a movie on Netflix. When you're at the theater or you're on the wrestling mat, you're learning. Whether you like it or not, you're learning on stage. So the aesthetic experiences of extracurriculars is pivotal.
I also wanted to ask you another question. Your nominator said, "You taught me that failing is actually okay, and it's a learning lesson." I wanted to have you tell me about that.
I think this is something that all parents and a lot of young adults need to understand too, is when we have so much measurement, right? We have so many emails and so much feedback from the internet and our Snapchats. It can be pretty humiliating for kids to make a mistake and get it recorded in gym class or on the wrestling mat, and everyone wants to, as the kids would say, flame each other. They're afraid to take risks socially or academically. I'm trying to encourage as many kids as possible to share what you're thinking. It's okay. It's not recorded. Human behavior was not meant to be recorded this way. So it's okay to fail a little bit. And if we can encourage kids to do that, they'll be better sons and better daughters for us, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Tell me, you do a lot of different things besides teaching. I understand that you are also the Jackson High School Student Government Advisor.
That's right.
Tell me why you do those extra things.
So the student government, what we try to do is organize and collaborate pep assemblies. We have a Leaf for Leaf community project that's coming up in November. I was just collaborating with some students on the way up here about how to get the City of Jackson notification about the dates and the times. It's just a collaboration process and then we get to see the product or the service delivered. So much of education is above the shoulders, and when you turn in an email, you turn in an assignment, you don't know where it goes. It goes into the abyss. You're not really sure if it's real or not. So I think the student government allows us to have that tangible experience that so many kids are missing.
Yeah. Tell me how you want your legacy to be. So you're retired 20, 25 years from now. Students are remembering you. What do you hope they say?
That I treated them like people. I think sometimes we can get lost in all the discipline, treating them like persons. It was fair. And I had their best interests at heart. I think sometimes kids get confused by that. I've always said to students, recently especially, everybody wants something from us. Emails, Snapchat, Facebook, they want our data, they want this. And so it's important that we give them time to breathe in that environment. But I just want them to know that I have their best interests at heart and might not agree sometimes on grades or whatever, but I just truly want what's best for them.
We kind of saw that in your video from your nominator. That was impactful. She said that you really shaped her life and taught her some valuable life lessons that, is just part of what you do, I guess.
Well, I know the struggles I went through my first semester of college, and it took a lot of compassion from some of my professors to have some editorial advice on some of my work when I first submitted, and I just want to pay that forward. I had so much patience from the professors I worked with at Siena Heights University, so that's another plug but it's a great university. They really care about lifelong learning.
Yeah. Is there anything that you think you do differently from other teachers?
I try to really listen to what the kids' lives are about. As teachers, we sometimes get bombarded with extra responsibilities, monitoring the hallways, emails, administrative responsibilities, fire drills, lockdown drills. Sometimes we forget to listen to what the kids' lives are about. And I think if we ignite that once in a while, the kids will feel human for a little bit, and then their energy level goes up. So that's what I always try to do anyways.
Well, thank you for what you do. You're making a difference.
Thanks,
Appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
Kevin from Jackson High School receives a $2,000 check from Lottery Commissioner Susanna Shkreli. Excellence in Education Awards sponsored by the Michigan Lottery, providing more than $28 billion to public education since 1972.